What's up, guys? Today I will telling about the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin holds a notable place in the nation's numismatic history, reflecting both the country's decimal currency evolution and the craftsmanship of its coinage. While it may not feature a distinct mint mark, its production details, design elements, and variations offer rich insights for collectors and enthusiasts. Overview of the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin. Design and specifications. Obverse features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, depicting the Queen facing right and wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Reverse showcases a swimming platypus, an iconic Australian marsupial, designed by Stuart Devlin. The numeral 2% is positioned above the platypus, with Devlin's initials NSD integrated into the water swirl near the creature's forepaw. Composition: cupro-nickel alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Dimensions: diameter of 28.52 millimeters and a mass of 11.31 grams. Edge reeded. Mintage details. In 1980, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced approximately 84.4 million 20-cent coins for general circulation. Additionally, 100,168 uncirculated coins were minted for inclusion in collector sets, such as the Red Wallet 6-coin mint set, mint marks, and identifying features. Unlike some other coinage systems, Australian coins typically do not feature explicit mint marks. However, certain characteristics can help identify the mint of origin. Royal Australian Mint Canberra coins, minted here, generally lack distinguishing marks, but are recognized by their standard design and finish. Royal Mint London and Launceston, some earlier Australian coins were minted here. But by 1980, the Royal Australian Mint handled the majority of production. For the 1980 20-cent coin, all production was carried out by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, with no known variations or distinguishing mint marks. Collectability and value. The 1980 Australian 20-cent coin is considered common in circulated condition due to its high mintage. However, uncirculated and proof versions, especially those preserved in mint condition, can be of interest to collectors. For instance, a 1980 20-cent coin, graded MS65 by PCGs, is available for approximately Nepalese rupee 10,044.09. Notable variations in adjacent years. While the 1980 coin itself doesn't have significant variations, it's worth noting that in 1980, 1. Due to increased demand, the Royal Australian Mint outsourced production to other mints, including the Royal Canadian Mint. This led to the creation of the 3-1 half-claw variety, where the first claw on the left forepaw of the platypus appears shorter. These coins are identifiable by this subtle design difference and are of particular interest to collectors. Conclusion: the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin serves as a testament to the country's numismatic history, reflecting both the standardization of coinage and the artistry involved in its design. While it may not boast rare variations or mint marks, its place in the broader context of Australian currency makes it a valuable piece for collectors interested in the evolution of the nation's coinage. If you're interested in acquiring a 1980 Australian 20-cent coin, here are some options. 1980 20-cent 20C Australia PCGS MS65 GEM-UNC 3,489. Graded MS65. Nepalese rupee 10,044.09. 1980 Australian 20-cent coin from Royal Australian Mint Roll, uncirculated. Nepalese rupee 2,027.94, 1980 proof 20 cent, 20C. Australia PCG SPR 69 DKM, FDC UNC 2291. Proof quality. Nepalese rupee 10,044.09. GEM-UNC original roll 20 Australia, 1980 20 cents. Original roll. Nepalese rupee 45,062.4, three top selections explained. 1980, 20 cent, 20C Australia, PCGS, MS 65 GM UNC 3489. This coin has been professionally graded MS60 5 by PCGs, indicating a gem uncirculated condition, making it a prime choice for collectors seeking high-quality specimens. 1980 Australian 20-cent coin from Royal Australian Mint Roll, an uncirculated coin directly from a mint roll, offering authenticity and pristine condition, ideal for those looking to add a fresh piece to their collection. 1980 Proof, 20 cent, 20C, Australia PCGS, PR69, DKM, FDC UNC 2000, 290. First, this proof coin, graded PR69 DKM by PCGs, showcases a deep cameo finish, reflecting superior craftsmanship, and is perfect for collectors emphasizing quality and detail. Gem UNC, original roll 20, Australia 1980 20 Sensen, original roll containing 20 uncirculated coins, offering both quantity and quality, suitable for collectors interested in bulk acquisitions or investment purposes. Australia's decimal coinage, introduced in 1966, brought with it a range of beautifully designed coins that have since become favorites among collectors both locally and internationally. One such coin is the 20-cent piece, which features the iconic platypus design created by artist Stuart Devlin. Among the 20-cent coins minted throughout Australian history, certain years and mint marks stand out due to rarity, production anomalies, or special minting events. The 1980 20-cent coin, particularly those with mint marks, holds a notable place in Australian numismatics. While millions of standard the 1980 20-cent coin, particularly those with mint marks, holds a notable place in Australian numismatics. While millions of standard 1980 coins were minted and circulated, special versions of this coin, created with unique mint marks for collector sets, have become highly sought after, with some fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars in exceptional condition. This in-depth article explores the background, varieties, value, and collectability of the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin with mint marks. History and background. Introduction of decimal currency. Australia switched from the imperial currency system, pounds, shillings, pence, to the decimal system on 14 February 1966, a move that streamlined transactions and aligned with global standards. The 20-cent coin was one of the new denominations introduced, replacing the florin 2 shillings, and it was designed to reflect uniquely Australian themes. The platypus design. The 20-cent coin features a platypus swimming through water, symbolizing Australia's distinctive wildlife. This design, by Stuart Devlin, who also designed many of Australia's decimal coins, has remained largely unchanged since its inception, making changes in mint marks and variations all the more important for collectors. Mint marks and their significance. What are mint marks? Mint marks are small letters or symbols placed on coins to identify the mint facility where they were produced. They serve several purposes: identifying the mint of origin, differentiating between coins of the same year produced in different mints, allowing mints to produce collector issues that are easily distinguished. Australian mint marks in 1980. In 1980, the Royal Australian Mint produced a number of 20-cent coins with special mint marks as part of a numismatic initiative, commonly linked to the RAM Mobile coin press and coin fairs. The mint marks used included C for Canberra, M for Melbourne, S for Sydney, B for Brisbane, A for Adelaide, P for Perth. These coins were not released for general circulation, but were instead minted in limited quantities at public coin-striking events. 1980 Mint marked 20-cent coins, striking events. The 1980 series of mint-marked coins were part of the Royal Australian Mint's promotional efforts. At various shows, fairs, and exhibitions, visitors were able to strike their own coins using portable minting equipment. These events offered coin enthusiasts the chance to watch coin-striking demonstrations, participate in striking their own mint-marked coin, purchase pre-struck commemorative coins. The mint marks were not engraved or stamped after the coin was made, but were part of the die itself, thus making them integral to the design and subject to the same wear and patina as the rest of the coin. Identifying a 1980 mint marked 20-cent coin. These special coins are visually very similar to the standard 1980 20-cent piece, but with a small letter A, B, C, M, P, or clearly visible below the platypus's image, usually just beneath its body or tail. Key features: date 1980. Metal composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight: 11.31 grams. Diameter: 28.52 millimeters. Edge: milled reeded. Mint mark location: below the platypus. Designer: Stuart Devlin. Because they were struck under controlled conditions, most mint-marked examples are in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Mintage and rarity. The exact mintage numbers for each 1980 mint-marked coin are not precisely published, but estimates based on collector reports and RAM disclosures suggest low thousands for each mint mark, often under 10,000. These mint-marked coins were not distributed through circulation, but were available only through special events and direct purchase. As a result, most surviving examples remain in collector hands, often preserved in protective holders. Relative rarity among the mint marks may vary. C. Canberra and M. Melbourne mint marks are the most commonly found. S. Sydney and P. Perth are less common. A. Adelaide and B. Brisbane mint marks are considered the rarest of the series. Value and market trends. General market value. The value of a 1980 Australian 20-cent coin with a mint mark depends on 1. Mint mark. Some mint marks are rarer than others. 2. Condition. Uncirculated UNC or brilliant uncirculated BU coins fetch higher prices. 3. Packaging. Coins in original Royal Australian Mint holders or envelopes often command a premium. 4. Grading. Professionally graded coins.